Okay, you're good.
Okay, so about a week ago, I got an email from a student at BYU Idaho that asked me, how do I find the motivation every day? And how do I find myself actually thinking I'm gonna be successful every single day? And when I got that email, I kind of chuckled a little bit because the truth is that there are days that I'm not motivated. I don't know about you, but
there's some days I tap out. Let's be honest,
it's
right?
like Netflix all day, like literally. Like I'm not kidding. About 2 weeks ago, it was a Grey's Anatomy marathon for me. Just
I call them inspirational days.
Yeah, there you go. To be a doctor. At that point, I wanted to be a doctor. And when she asked me that, I started thinking about it because I think a lot of people. I mean, we look up to all these big people. For example, Mark Cuban. In my mind, I picture him like always on the go and always motivated and always trying to be successful. But in reality, I mean, I bet he's not. I bet there's days that he has to recharge. And so when she asked me that, my exact answer was, well, I'm not motivated every day. And the truth is that there are days that I don't feel successful and there's days that I don't have the motivation, but those days are the days that motivate me. I don't know how to, and what that means is, for example, I had my Netflix marathon, okay? And I was sitting there watching Grey's Anatomy and I was like, why am I watching these people live their dream? You know, they're actors. They're not necessarily doctors in real life, but they're actors. And at the end of that daily marathon, I said, I am done watching people. Like, I'm not going to sit in my bed. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to make them watch me one day. And so little things like that can motivate you. For me, it's my family, you know, like my husband, he motivates me because I want to, even though I'm the woman, I want to like provide. He's going to medical school. I want to go debt free. That's my goal. The other thing is just, I mean, it's not materialistic things, but there's things that I want to obtain to not just help me, but to help others. And so, I don't know, how do you find your motivation?
Well, I think it kind of falls back to professional athletes. So, a pro football player is only, how long's the NFL season? Like 14, 16 weeks or something, right? That's 16 weeks, let's say, out of the whole entire year. Guess what he's doing the rest of the year? Like, there's a downtime in between there. There's preparation and there's motivation, and then there's a time to execute. I think sometimes we as entrepreneurs think every day has got to be a grind. Every day we got to hustle. Every day this. And that's not right. If we do that, we're going to burn out because we're not able to run faster than we can think. So I kind of fall back to the book Think and Grow Rich. He talks about desire. He talks about you have to have that so vivid in your mind that no matter what happens, whether it's an up or a down, you know exactly what you want at the end of the day, your 3-year plan, your 5-year plan. So for me, what keeps me motivated is, there's some of those material things. Like right now, I'm fighting for a snowmobile. Right? So like those things kind of get me up in the morning, but they don't keep me going all day. It's the principles of what I want to achieve and who I want to become that keeps me going throughout the day.
Exactly. There's one of the things that motivates me too is through high school, my dad would always say, don't let people forget your name. And I never really understood it because I was in high school. I was like, well, duh. I mean, why would they forget it? And it didn't really hit me until I got to college when I was like, okay, so when people hear my name, Bianca McDowne, like what are they going to think?
What do they associate you with? Like
exactly.
That, right?
And people associate everybody with somebody. I mean,
it's so crazy. Like, I think that goes along with the quote, like, work so hard that you never have to be introduced.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
like you want them to know you sort of thing.
There's nothing like, I mean, it's not like you're trying to be arrogant or boastful or prideful. It's just when you walk into a room and they're like, hey, that's Tyler Shearer. He takes good photos. He's a video guy. I want to talk to him about this. You don't have to sit there and do all this like fluff. You can go straight to the business, and there's nothing better in networking, in my opinion.
And networking, and because the thing is like when people know who you are, then they'll come to you, and everyone has a connection to help you in a way. And so when they know your name. So when you make your name, think about that daily. Do you want to be the person that watches Grey's Anatomy all day, you know, in bed? Because I mean, there's a ton of people that do that. I was labeled that for one day. Or do you want to be the person that's out there that never quits? That, hey, maybe they haven't succeeded every single time, but even when they fail, they get back up and they try again. And that's what my motivation comes from is think about it. When you write your name down, it's more than just a name. It is your motivation. For me, it's my motivation. So
yeah, and I think it's a good point. Is I actually have it written on my mirror every morning when I wake up. Shave or brush. It doesn't look like I shaved in a while, but it says, what can you be the best at today? And it's not that could change.
Yep.
And I think that's what motivates me is I drive myself. No one else controls me. I drive myself, and I control my mind, my body, and what I do. So I think that's a good point to pull away from today is just remember you actually control your motivation. No one else does. A quote's not going to do it.
No.
You're the one that's going to do it.
Yep. So every day when you wake up, it's like, what's the quote that Steve Jobs says every day? He says, if today were the last day of your life, would you be happy doing what you're doing? So think about that. Would you want to die watching Netflix all day? Or would you want to die getting out there and going after your dreams? Sounds super ridiculous when you say that out loud, but it's the truth. It's the complete truth. So that's where motivation comes from.